Helping me to do it is Sky News contributor James Bolt. James, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining me on the show this evening. Now, your winner this week is Mick Malthouse fighting off home invaders, and here he was last night on Peter Credlin.
It was more just, trying to get, which I managed to be able to get the crowbar off one of them, and so once I had two weapons, I think that was sort of, I'll see you later, and they bolted. I made a big mistake. I didn't put shoes on, so I couldn't very well chase them down the street. But the fact was, by then I had something in each hand, and I think that was probably enough for them.
Yeah, James, the crime crisis in Melbourne strikes again.
It does, but let's put it this, Mick Malthouse is in his 70s. I mean, I'm 31. If three people tried to get into my house, I would not have the wherewithal to start grabbing weapons around my house and being able to not only get them out of the house, but then to chase them down the street. I mean, what an incredible effort from Mick Malthouse to stand like that.
I completely agree. And, good on him, because I know that he said that he just wanted to protect his wife. And that was his first thought when he was running after the intruders. I don't think anyone's been caught or there's been no arrests made, but yeah, good on Mick Malthouse.
What an effort.
What an effort, absolutely. Now, look, my winner this week is South Australia's recently retired Children's Commissioner, Helen Connolly, because she's delivered some hard truths saying that childhood has changed and kids need to be kids again. She said, quote, "Parents are so obsessed with safety, the messaging kids are getting is the world is unsafe. Kids are now talking about not feeling safe a lot more than they were 8 years ago. To restore a carefree childhood will require adults to make an active decision on how they can allow kids to have more freedom." I completely agree with this twofold. One, I think kids are being corrupted in the classroom these days. They're told about the climate hysteria. They don't know if they're a boy or a girl, so they're thinking the world's coming to an end. But I think also at home, James, you've got to let kids be kids and make mistakes a bit. You can't wrap them up in cotton wool all the time. I don't know. What do you think?
I just think there's so much, and the media can play a part in this, but there is so much fear and anxiety about the direction of the world and the reality of the world right now. But the fact is, this is the best time in human history to have ever been alive. And if kids are growing up thinking that the world is set up against them, it's something to be feared and, it's hard to navigate it, it's just not as true as it has been in the past. And I think, you need to sell that message as well. It is a beautiful time to be alive and to be a kid.
Yeah, I agree. And also I think social media plays a big role. Kids are at home, they're on their games, they're on their phones. Go out and see the world. There's a big wide world out there. Go out and play and have fun. So I agree. Now, your loser this week is the owner of a yacht which sank shortly after it hit the water.
Danica, I want you to, you work very hard around here. You work very hard. You deserve a $1 million yacht. So I want you to close your eyes. I want you to close your eyes and think, if I did have that $1 million yacht, where would I like to take it?
Look, I'd sail around the Mediterranean.
I think that is what this next person was hoping to do, but it didn't quite go according to plan. Yeah, so I know those flash things are about, the missing passages of time. There wasn't a whole lot of missing passages of time. That was within a couple of minutes of that boat leaving. And that's $1 million yacht going to the bottom. So
I mean, how does that happen? Did I do testing? I don't know. I don't understand how that happens on a maiden voyage. You've got to be unlucky, right?
And I should point out at home, it is very okay to laugh at this because no one was harmed. I just want to make sure everyone knows no one's actually hurt here.
Don't be alarmed.
So it's all good.
Yeah.
We're all having fun here.
We're all having fun here. But I mean, on a maiden voyage, you've got to be pretty unlucky. It's not
the
Titanic.
ideal.
No, it's got Titanic vibes, but not to that extent. But do you know what I mean? Well, anyway, $1.5 million, you've got to be the most unlucky person. Now, look, with the boat theme, I've got a loser of the week. I've given it to our good friend Greta Thunberg. God, she just irritates me, that woman, seriously. She's back on the Flotilla, off to Gaza to, again, on her humanitarian crusade. So this is the Flotilla 2.0. You'll recall, James, remember the first one was a buster, but she's given it a crack again. There she is, the Palestinian flags on display. Now, our colleague Shari Marks had revealed this week that Greta's Flotilla is organised by a supporter of Iran-backed terror group Hezbollah and its murderous slain leader Hassan Nasrallah. So, well, I don't know really what she's doing. I don't even think she knows what she's doing at this point, James.
I think she knows exactly what she's doing. So here's what I would tell Israel, because the whole thing is Israel, they're going to float in, they're going to intercept them like they did last time, and then they get their media stunt. So if I were the IDF on this one, I would let her land. because you've got these small boats that don't actually have a whole lot of aid on them when you think about the resources these guys could have. If they've got these small boats with not a lot of aid, let them land, let them not be able to help that many people, let them pose for selfies in the middle of a terrorist-controlled area of the world.
Yeah.
And then, because I think the plan is to get intercepted, then say, okay, you guys can sail off now, but probably don't have enough supplies, so how are you going to get home?
It didn't work. She's on a crusade to save Gaza, and I think that's right. Let her go there.
Don't
give
intercept her. Don't give her what she wants.
Don't give her what. Give it a crack, and we'll be watching from afar. James Bolt, you're brilliant as always. Thanks so much for joining me on the show. Appreciate it.